evening, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode, and in this one, we'll be doing the watch-along for Jamaica versus Bermuda. Now, that game is scheduled to kick off in just about 25 minutes, and as soon as we get to that, we will be providing you with a live commentary on the actions that's taking place over there at the National Stadium. As things stand right now in the other games that are underway, let me talk about the game that is underway in our group right now. So 29 minutes gone in Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao. Curacao is currently leading by a goal to nil. So some will say that's not good news for Jamaica. And the man himself, Gore, he is on the score sheet again. He scored against Jamaica. He started in this one and he's on the score sheet again. So not so good news for Jamaica. We would have been hoping that this game ended in a draw, and there's still a lot of time for the game to end as such. But as for now, 30 minutes in, it is Curacao in the lead, and Curacao maintaining their place atop the group. As the Jamaicans, they will be looking to do their business, to get their business done, and to get themselves back into the conversation. Good evening, Saskia. Good evening. I hope your day went well. I know this has been a tricky window, and I won't even say tricky. It's been a disappointing window for the Reggae Boys fans. And for the game before this one, most of the fans would have been left disappointed. Well, all the fans would have been left disappointed because if we're being realistic, no one likes to lose. So coming into this one, we know it will be, for the most part, it will be paper over the cracks because Jamaica will more than likely win this, and then we'll forget about it as we go back to our respective club teams and we continue watching our English Premier Leagues and our Spanish League with our Barcelonas and Real Madrids of this world. Then come November, we will be back here again and we'll be having a conversation again, what should have, what could have, and what you hoped would have been in this transfer, not this transfer, in this international window. But yeah, Jamaica versus Curacao. I have the lineup with me right now, and I'll be going through the lineup. But in the meantime, between time, we will be taking we will be taking a quick look at that Curacao versus Trinidad and Tobago game, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. 31 minutes in, Trinidad and Tobago trailing in this game. That is happening at the Stadion Ergilio Hato. That is the Curacao home stadium. So yeah, happening on that same pitch that Jamaica struggled on the other night, and tonight we will be looking. Well, I won't even say better because the standard isn't that great, but the National Stadium should provide for better surface for the boys to play on. But let's get over to the starting lineups, and I'll be sharing my screen. Remember, folks, as soon as you hop onto the live stream, go ahead and smash the like button. Subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. We have quite a few videos as well on the Reggae Boys of late, so you can check those out because we did a preview, shared our thoughts on what we expected from this Reggae Boys team coming into this game this evening, and we're curious to hear what your thoughts are on that. So I'm gonna hop over to Jamaica versus Bermuda, and we're gonna go through the starting lineup. So let me know when you can see it on the screen, people. Let me know when you can see it on the screen. If you can see it, let me know in the comment section. Drop some flags in the comment section. Let me know where you're tuning in from as well. So tempers flaring in Trinidad versus Curacao. Yellow cards all over the place, as there was a bad foul just now and a reaction from one of the Bakuna brothers who was on the floor. Anyway, Trinidad and Tobago player receiving a yellow card there, Dante Seeley. I know most of you have seen the name before. Anyway, over to Jamaica's starting lineup. We have in goal Andre Blake. The back four remains the same, all for everyone except Amari Bell, as Greg Lay comes back in to replace Amari Bell at left back. So we have Ethan Pinnock and Richard King continuing that. We have Ethan Pinnock and Richard King continuing that centre half pairing. Isaac Hayden comes back into midfield, and we have Ian Frey is replaced there. So Isaac Hayden and Bobby Reid in midfield. Casey Palmer, he starts this one along with Shamar Nicholson. So some wholesale changes in this game. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 changes to this game to this team. So 6 changes to the team that started against Curacao. We're seeing Shamar Nicholson in for Bailey Kadamatri. Casey Palmer is in for Jonathan Russell. Kaheem Dixon is in for Tyrese Campbell. Isaac Hayden replaces Ian Frey. Greg Lee, as I mentioned before, he replaces Amari Bell. Surprisingly enough, we still don't see Damian Lowe in the setup. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know, and I don't want to speculate, but it's surprising that Damian Lowe is not in this setup. I'll leave it over to you, the viewers and subscribers, to share what your thoughts are on that one. Over to the Bermuda team. Change one of the two. Machine Man, your guess is as good as mine. But over to the Curacao, the Bermuda team, we have Even Goal, Donawa, Tweet, Leverock, and Simmons. Then we have Lee and Martin, Lambe, Parfait Williams, and Tricklow, as well as Russell. So those are the 11 players that Jamaica will be up against at the National Stadium. Hope Usain Bolt is in the lineup. Actually, anyone it would do better. All right. It's a little bit harsh though, but fair enough. But what are your thoughts on this lineup, folks? Let me know what are your thoughts on this lineup that the coach has sent out. Big up yourself, Jay Mattison. Thanks for tuning in. As usual, we're here and we're watching some Reggae Boys versus Bermuda football. In the meantime, between time, it's 35 minutes in Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao. Curacao currently lead that one. Again, for those who are just joining us, Curacao leads that one by a 1-0, and it's the man who came on in the 46th minute against Jamaica, Gore, who is on the score sheet this evening again for Curacao, scoring another goal for the Curacao national team. So about 10 minutes before halftime, Trinidad and Tobago with a glorious chance from a corner coming off the post, it seems. Yep, so it comes off the post. The follow-up. Big up yourself, Demo Dre. It's been a minute, bossy. Big up yourself, Demo. So yeah, Trinidad and Tobago with a glorious chance just now, coming off the upright, and the goalkeeper gathering it the second time of asking the TNT game need to draw. Well, Trinidad and Tobago got a wonderful chance just now, and it didn't work out. The goalkeeper saved it. Curacao now on the attack. I tell you what, Curacao on this pitch. Curacao on this pitch. I don't know. They kind of remind me of Bolivia, down there in South America. This is the perfect example of using a home ground advantage. Curacao on this pitch, it's almost as if they know every bounce on this pitch. And been a minute in need, I serious stuff. I don't know. They're not that frequent. They're not that frequent, Demo Dre. They're not that frequent. As a matter of fact, the other day when we did the watch along for the Reggae Boys game was the first time we did a football live stream in about a year or something, I want to say. But yeah, one of those. We've been doing a lot of track and field lives though, and we're gonna try and get back some football lives under the belt. We've been super busy though. But again, starting lineup for Jamaica, Andre Blake, he retains his place in goal. Dexter Lembikisa has made that right back spot his. Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. Don't know if it's a centre back pairing that Coach Steve McLaren is trying to establish there. but no change from the previous game. Ethan Pinnock and Richard King, they partner up again. What that means is Damian Lowe, he doesn't get a spot in this starting lineup. Greg Lay, he replaces Amari Bell at left back. In midfield, Isaac Hayden. I know most of you are happy to see Isaac Hayden back in the starting lineup. I personally think he's our best defensive midfielder. Again, wonderful to see him back to full fitness and back in the national starting team. Bobby Reid, there were some questions about his showing in the previous game, but he's back in the starting lineup again. So Bobby Reid wearing that number 10 jersey this evening. He partners with Isaac Hayden in that midfield. Well, 2/3 of the midfield trio, because we have Casey Palmer there as well, playing in sort of that number 10 position right behind Shamar Nicholson. But we know Casey Palmer and Bobby Reid, they will interchange throughout the game. In some instances, you'll see Bobby Reid going forward. You'll see Bobby Reid going forward when Casey Palmer is staying back, and vice versa. But Trinidad and Tobago, another glorious chance, cleared off the line, and Coach Dwight York, he is going belligerent on the sideline, because that should have been 1-1. Trinidad turning up the pressure on Curacao right now. Trinidad turning those screws with just about 5 minutes to go before halftime. Again, that chance coming from a corner. Bullet header cleared on the line from the Curacao. Is it the Curacao defender? It looks like it's the Trinidad defender who cleared it from his own player, probably trying to steer that into his goal, into the Curacao goal, but it didn't work out. But anyway, Curacao, they've now gone the other way, and they're on the attack, intercepted there by Trinidad and Tobago. Folks, we're just providing you with some updates on what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao game. As soon as we get a little bit closer, we will jump over to the featured game of our program this evening, which is Jamaica versus Bermuda at the National Stadium. If things stay as is, Curacao would be going to 10 points. Curacao would be going to 10 points, having won 3 games and drawn 1. So 3 wins for Curacao if things remain as is. They're currently leading Trinidad and Tobago by 1-0 with 42 minutes gone in this game. Big shout out to everyone who's in the comment section. We've only been streaming for about 10 minutes, and we already have 111 of you on here. So thank you so very much for tuning in. We appreciate your company this evening. All right. So again, in the Jamaican starting lineup, and just to touch on it before the game kicks off, we're seeing Shamar Nicholson starting his first game in a while. He replaces Bailey Kadimatri, and Shamar Nicholson, if you remember correctly, he was one of those players who were left out, who was left out a couple months ago when Mikel Antonio was included, and the coach's excuse was that Shamar Nicholson was not playing enough for his club. We then saw him subsequently be included in the squad, and then from then he was getting a few minutes here and there. He came on in the game against Bermuda over there in Bermuda, and he got on the score sheet. So it was a late substitute in that game over in Bermuda, got on the score sheet, and that may very well be part of the reason behind the coach including him from the start here. He knows how to score against them, and the coach will want to get off to an early start, well, to get something on the score sheet as soon as possible this evening. to get the boys going and to get their confidence up. Now, in the game against Curacao, we did not see that because Jamaica started flat. They took longer than expected to get into the groove, to get the momentum going, and before they knew it, they were trailing by a goal to nil, which means which meant they had to make some serious adjustments to the game plan. And I know most of you've been saying it on the different social media spaces that um, Jamaica doesn't really get into their groove until they're trailing by a goal to nil or until they go behind. And we hope that's not the case this evening. We want them to go up there and we want them to get the best possible start. 10 minutes to go before Jamaica versus uh, Bermuda at the National Stadium. We have Demo Dre saying he expects Jamaica to win by 4 goals to nil. Folks, please feel free to drop your predictions in the comments section. Drop your predictions. Let me know how much you expect this one to go. What are the scores you're predicting? Checking over on Twitter, and remember, all you need to do hashtag Reggae Boys, hashtag Halftime TV. So for those who've already tweeted, all the best to the Reggae Boys. Big up, big up, big up. All the best to the Reggae Boys. And as the game progresses, you will have different views. You'll have a number of folks sharing their opinions on what's happening in the game. Let's go, Reggae Boys. That's coming in from Rain. A big up as well, Rain. Reggae Boys, please don't disappoint us tonight. Say Reggae Boys miss the best opportunity to join the list, you see. Dash with the JFF, them better beat Curacao later. Not Curacao, they're not playing Curacao. Um, obviously, this person is just venting about it. All of Reggae Boys match did free tonight, may never go. They not deserve such effort, and there are some fans who share opinions like those. Come on, people, we have to go out and we have to support the team. We have to support the team. And I know some of you are saying the coach is not playing how you want them to play, but the reality is, regardless of who the coach is, when they leave, we will still be here and we'll still be left with the team. So I urge you to support the team. Well, if you don't get the chance to go into the national stadium, cheer from behind your screen, man. Cheer from behind your screen. You can tweet something cheering them on, nonetheless, because they need it. Okay? Yeah, man. Encouragement, sweeten labor. That them say. All right. So Shamar Nicholson starting the lineup. He's leading from the front tonight. Casey Palmer back in. Hopefully we can get some creativity there. He has an eye for goal as well, playing in that position close to the striker. Kaheem Dixon, always full of energy, always full of running when he comes onto the pitch, and I'm glad to see him. I'm glad to see him in the starting lineup this evening. So big up Kaheem Dixon. It's good to see young Kaheem Dixon getting the nod this evening. But yeah, we're gonna jump over to Team Jamaica now to see what's happening at the National Stadium. It's halftime, Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao. Gore scoring in the 19th minute. Gore scoring in the 19th minute. So Curacao is halfway there. The fans in the stadium, they're celebrating as if they've won the game already. The players having conversation as they exit the pitch and head towards the locker room. Deep in conversation there as Coach Dick Advocat ushers his players through to the changing room. So Jamaica, I know the Jamaican fans, they would have heard what the results are like, but Gore puts on a small dance for the Curacao faithful that are in the stands as he heads down the tunnel. Curacao, they're in the driver's seat and they'll be coming out the second half with the same mentality, the same mindset, trying to get a second goal and then basically um, controlling this game until the end. But we'll see how it goes. Dwight York under pressure. Dwight York under serious pressure. Ooh, the Curacao fans there having fun in the stands. Cameraman having a field day as well. So we like the vibe. We like the vibe. We're definitely enjoying the vibe there. All right, now it's over to Jamaica versus Bermuda. I think this is our time now. More blessings, Damian Drackett. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up everybody in the comment section as well. Big up everybody in the comment section. We're 5 minutes away from Jamaica versus 5 minutes away from Jamaica versus Bermuda. For those who weren't paying attention, or if you aren't aware, the first leg of this game ended 4 goals to 0 in favor of Jamaica, and that one took place in Bermuda. Now it's the return leg with it's a return leg with the Bermuda team traveling to Jamaica to play the Reggae Boys at the National Stadium. There's been a slight adjustment to the schedule, and at the game will now kick off at 8:05 Eastern Time, which is 7:05 Jamaica time. The balls are already on the pitch. The stands look scanty, if I'm to be honest with you. The stands look scanty. Small portion of the stands there in use and occupied by the fans. Again, as things stand, Curacao they're on 10 points, 4 games played, as things stand right now. So because they're leading Trinidad and Tobago, they have that under the win column. But 4 games played, 3 wins and a draw, as the opposition leader, Mark Golding, makes his way into the stands. This time around, he's wearing a Jamaica shirt and a Jamaica hat. So no complaints expected with speculations of him being dressed like a security guard. In this instance, we see Usain Bolt, the man himself, in the stands as well, wearing that Jamaica with a t-shirt over his shirt, represented. Still checking out the Stars camp to see if we see anybody else in the stands. But the fans are decked out in their Jamaica kit. Fans decked out in their Reggae Boys kit. Social media influencers, they're in the stands. Politicians, they're in the stands. We have media personnel as the officials make their way out onto the pitch right now. And the Reggae Boys, they march out along with the Bermuda team to a raucous round of applause from the fans in the stands. So it's Jamaica versus Bermuda, and this is an opportunity for the Reggae Boys to put some pressure on a Curacao team that not only beat them a few nights ago, but who are currently in the lead in their game against Trinidad and Tobago. They want to get the goal difference up. Jamaica wants to get that goal difference up. They definitely need to get that goal difference up. Because if it comes down to it, serious trouble, eh? And if Jamaica comes second, people, if Jamaica is placed second, there isn't a guarantee that Jamaica will be going to the playoffs. Okay, just to clarify that. No guarantees that you go into the playoffs if you play second. So that's why we need to win it. That's why we need to win it. You need your best performance in every game. And I assure you that performance against Curacao was not their best performance, and it doesn't look like a team that wants to go to the World Cup. If we're to be frank, the way Jamaica is playing right now, they go to the World Cup, it will only be to make up numbers. So they need to improve their game, and I know this game will not be a true indicator of where the team is at, but regardless, they have to beat who is in front of them. And this evening, Bermuda is in front of them. So they need to get the business done. Isaac Hayden, again, cameras fixed on him. Good to see him back. Shamar Nicholson belting out the national anthem as he stands next to his friend, Kaheem Dixon. Ronaldo Cephas, he's there still. Bobby D. Cordova Reed. Second start in a row since he got back with the national team. But big performance needed. Casey Palmer, Greg Lee, Dexter Lembikisa. And now we have everyone singing the national anthem. I don't know if you remember a few months ago, but a lot of the players who were standing out there, they didn't know the national anthem. And that was uh, one critique that fans had. But no, we have everyone singing the national anthem, so that's good. That's good. That's a step in the right direction. All right. The some shake hands, some fist pumps, and you name it happening as the players get ready to go. As I said, small portions of the National Stadium occupied this evening. I want to say 75% empty. Yeah, 75% empty. So the fans were serious when they said that they weren't going to the National Stadium. Not the best of support. Again, keep on tweeting. Keep on tweeting hashtag halftime TV, hashtag reggae boys. Okay, reggae boys, now or never. If reggae boys not scoring at the first 60 seconds, I'm gonna be furious. Okay, so that fan that fan has high expectations. I feel like you can just go to the national stadium and just sit anywhere. That's probably what's happening. So everyone's sitting in the same spot. But yeah. Mhm. All right, in VAR, we have Alan Chapman out of the United States and Ekaterina Koreleva out of the United States as well. So those are the two in the VAR room this evening. So yes, we have VAR in play. We've had some VAR decisions in our favor. We've also had some that have gone against us. Most recently in that game against Curacao, we saw Richard King's goal being ruled offside because of interference from one of his teammates. So VAR, it can be good, it can be bad, it can be beneficial, it can also be our enemy. So the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange, she's in the stands, the Minister of Sports, Culture and Entertainment. We also have the Prime Minister himself, the Honorable Andrew Holness. He's in stands as well, supporting the Reggae Boys. So a good mixture of politicians, superstars, stars, social media influencers, and just a regular man like you and I in the stands this evening as they go out to not only witness some good football, but to support their national team. Andre Blake, he has the captain band this evening. He is the captain after all, and especially with no Damian Lowe, it couldn't be any other way. We're about to get started, people. It's Jamaica versus Bermuda, and this is the World Cup qualifiers. Jamaica versus Bermuda. This is the World Cup qualifiers. And the referee has sent them on their way. Quick start from the Reggae Boys. Quick start from the Reggae Boys. But let's see if they can get an early goal to get those nerves settled. Early goal to get those nerves settled. That would be preferred right now. So as you can see on your screen right now, that's the play-by-play tracker of what's happening. Attacking start from the Jamaican team, as they'll be looking to get off to the quickest start possible to ensure that they don't fall behind. Bobby Deaker, Dover Reed, in that instance, getting it to Kaheem Dixon, and recycled by the Jamaican defenders. Ronaldo Cephas, he has green grass to run into this evening, and hopefully we'll see him trying to isolate some of the defenders. We didn't see much of it the other night, probably because of the surface or probably because of where his headspace was at. We know there's a lot of inconsistency with Ronaldo Cephas, especially when it comes down to decision making. Long ball over the top there, attempted by Ethan Pinnock, but it rolls outside and it's a goal kick to the Bermuda team. But good idea, and Bobby Deaker Reed offers a thumbs up for the try. Kaheem Dixon again applying the pressure from early, ensuring that Bermuda doesn't leave the first third of their half. All right, so okay. All right, again, Dexter Lemby Keys are hustling for that one, and the linesman calls it back for a throw-in to Bermuda. 5 minutes gone in this one, Jamaica versus Bermuda, and the score is Jamaica nil, Bermuda nil. Jamaica nil, Bermuda nil. Long ball over the top. Ethan Pinnock comes across to clear it up. Curacao still leading Trinidad and Tobago. And as the game continues, we will continue to provide you with updates on that one, okay? Kaheem Dixon, bright start for him. Good hold-up play there. Passes it back to Richard King. And Isaac Hayden ensures that it's recycled. Let's start again. Ball at the feet of Andre Blake. So 48 minutes gone in the other game. So they just came back from halftime break, and it's still Curacao 1. Goal coming from Gore. He was also the one who scored against Jamaica, basically putting that nail in the Jamaican coffin over there in Curacao. Same story here. Ball into the box from Ronaldo Cephas. Misplaced header. Casey Palmer in his attempt at goal. Bermuda team hustling Casey Palmer against second slide tackle, and it's a throw to the Bermuda team. Good defensive work there from Casey Palmer to ensure that they don't play it out and it goes out for a throw in. Big shout out to everyone who's in the comment section this evening. Remember, if you haven't yet done so, go ahead, smash the like button right now. This is Halftime TV, and we're bringing you live watch along coverage of Jamaica versus Bermuda. This one is happening at the National Stadium in Kingston. Jamaica currently sits second in the group, and they'll be looking to put some pressure on the Curacao team, who are, as things stand, in the lead against Trinidad and Tobago. So we would have hoped destiny would have been in our hands, but that's not the case. And for those who have already voted, thank you so very much. The question this evening, will Jamaica make it to the 2026 World Cup? We have 88% saying yes. We have 307 votes in and 12% saying no. Let's keep those coming. As far as views go, we have just under 5,000 views so far in this video. So keep on sharing, keep on telling a friend to tell a friend. And more importantly, if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe as we continue our quest towards 35,000 subscribers. So, free kick for Bermuda. That one's blocked by the wall. Kaim Dixon and Ronaldo Cephas, they were the two in the wall that time around. And Bermuda gets their first shot on goal, which was saved by Andre Blake. Comfortably saved, I might add, by Andre Blake, as it was straight down the throat. So just about 9 minutes gone in this game so far. Just about 9 minutes gone in this game. As far as statistics go, ball possession in ball possession in Jamaica's favor, as they have 66% of the ball. They've had one shot. Bermuda has had two shots. Bermuda one shot on target. Jamaica hasn't yet had a shot on target. 83% pass completion, 52 out of 63 passes. So 52 passes completed out of 63 attempts. Bermuda 79% pass completion, 26 out of 33. So expected goals 0.02 for Jamaica, 0.06 for Bermuda. Long ball over the top, and Jamaica gives it away in their third. Tackle coming in there from Bobby Reed, who then tries to play it long. Shamar Nicholson applying some pressure and winning the ball. And it's a throw-in to the Jamaican team midway the Bermuda half. Well, the final third of the Bermuda half, really. And Bobby Reed throws it all the way back to the half line where Ethan Pinnock is waiting. He swings it wide, changes the play, and sends it over to Ronaldo Cephas, and it's back with the Jamaican defenders again. So 10 minutes gone in this one. 10 minutes gone in this one. Nothing to write home about as yet, as both teams are still basically trying to settle in this game. "54 minutes in Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao, and Curacao still lead that one by a 19th minute goal from Gore. And Kaheem Dixon on that instant is flagged offside. So good midfield play there from Bermuda. They tried one time over the top. Greg Lay, he is on recovery, and wayward ball there, anticipated by Isaac Hayden, who sends it into the midfielder, who overhits the pass, and it rolls harmlessly through to the Curacao, not the Curacao, to the Bermuda goalkeeper. Again, long ball attempted over the top from Bermuda. I don't know. It seems to be a strategy that will be used by Bermuda this season. Kaheem Dixon, good anticipation there, and he's fouled. If you're just joining, folks, smash the like button. We have 44 likes on this video. Come on, let's get it to 50 likes real quick. And keep on voting. 379 votes in, 87% saying yes, they think Jamaica will make it to the next World Cup. 13% saying no. Come on, keep those votes coming in. So cross coming in. Attempt on goal from Shamar Nicholson, but again harmlessly saved by the goalkeeper. Regardless, it's good to know, or it's good to see the attempts going at goal. Now they need to get the precision and the power behind it. But energetic start from Casey Palmer in this one. The defenders haven't had much to do, if we're to be honest. But that goes for both teams. And now Ethan Pinnock comes across. Good defensive play there from Ethan Pinnock as he was one-on-one with the Bermuda attacker. Remember, nothing but a win for the Jamaican team right now. Only a win is good enough. Shamar Nichols making a good run, gets it over the top. Good anticipation from the defender there. Takes it off the toe of Shamar Nicholson. Doesn't allow him to settle and to get a shot. And Shamar Nicholson running from deep there. His first touch was good. Set himself up, eyes on the ball, anticipating it to drop. And some update from Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao. Trinidad and Tobago have equalized. It's a 58th minute. Trinidad and Tobago have equalized. Good news for Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago have equalized. So Spicer has equalized for Trinidad and Tobago. "24-year-old Orlando player, 24-year-old Orlando City player Spicer, Tyrese Spicer, he's equalized for Trinidad and Tobago. And this is the sort of news that Jamaica would have been hoping to hear. Trinidad has been outplaying Curacao in this game. 56% ball possession, 234 passes completed. And while we're paying attention there, glorious opportunity for Casey Palmer. Again, Jamaica is on the attack. Shamar Nicholson spreads it wide to Kaheem Dixon, who looks to go inside. Dribbling. Ball is spread wide to Ronaldo Cephas, who looks to make one of those marauding runs that we're accustomed to seeing him do. Not this time around, as it is played off his toes by the Bermuda defender. But good run there from Kaheem Dixon, collecting it 1-2 from Shamar Nicholson, and was hoping to get something. The referee decided against it. Foul by Isaac Hayden in the middle of the pitch. So 60 minutes in the next game, and it's 1-1. Trinidad and Tobago 1. Curacao 1. Looks as if both these teams are about to draw again. Remember, the first leg drew 0-0. Looks like it's going to be 1-1 unless someone has a decisive goal in their boot this evening. Throw into the Jamaica national team. 19 minutes in, it's 19 minutes in, it is 0-0. And the live rankings or the live standings Curacao 8 points. Jamaica 7 points. Live standings, Curacao 8, Jamaica 7. As Richard King advances with this one. Long marauding dribble. Plays it over the top to Kaheem Dixon. Little bit of a questionable control. He works his way inside and he takes the shot on from his left boot closer to the corner flag than to the actual goal. But yeah, it was a decent play, decent build up, half decent take. But when he got inside and took the shot, that left boot was very questionable. So no end product from Kaheem Dixon on that occasion. Long ball over the top, and the ball again rolls harmlessly back to Andre Blake, who starts the Jamaican attack again from the back. Shamar Nicholson has looked lively this half. Good center forward play. He and Kaheem Dixon have a good partnership going there. Bermuda attempts a long ball over the top. Ethan Pinnock nods it back to the goalkeeper. And once more, Jamaica starts the build-up play from the back. Andre Blake rolls it out to Isaac Hayden, who then passes it back to Ethan Pinnock. And between them, they have a knockaround before Low this time around passes it to the feet of Shamar Nicholson, who is dispossessed. And he's working tirelessly to get it back. Beaten there, a striker's tackle really. Help coming on the overlap and cross into the box collected by Andre Blake. So through ball there for Ronaldo Cephas. He gets a shot away, but that is saved by the Bermuda goalkeeper. So Jamaica's first real chance at goal, a through ball to Ronaldo Cephas. That one, he was found by Casey Palmer. Pace to burn, probably had another touch, but he decided to take the shot on. The goalkeeper was well advanced. Also getting some pressure there from the defender. Tried to go through the defender, through the goalkeeper, sorry, but it was blocked. So throw in. Casey Palmer attempts a shot from the edge of the 18-yard box. Oof. Pirouette there from Casey Palmer, and he's fouled. Tried the 360, as Jamaicans call it. So good foul that to take from a Bermuda perspective. But what it also means is Jamaica now has a free kick in a dangerous position. At an angle, so it's expected that they'll be looking to give one of the attackers who are in the box or even the goalkeeper an opportunity. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal from the Bermuda defender there. Top bins. The goalkeeper didn't stand a chance. The goalkeeper did not stand a chance as Levrock scores an own goal. Own goal. That means it's Jamaica is 1 and Bermuda 0. So good cross from Casey Palmer. Will he get the assist? I don't know, but that's a striker's finish from the Bermuda defender. It's almost as if he didn't expect the ball to get to him because his teammate attempted to head the ball, missed it, and rifled off his forehead into the back of the net. It's Jamaica 1, Bermuda 0. Let's see if this little bit of good fortune will get the Reggae Boys going. Everything in that goal coming courtesy of Casey Palmer's work. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid makes it 2. Brilliant goal. Again, folks questioning whether or not Bobby Reid should be included. He beats the Jamaica flag on his chest. It is Jamaica 2, Bermuda 0 in quick succession. Things are going downhill real quick for this Bermuda team. Ronaldo Cephas it was taking on his defender, getting the ball across. We don't see it so often. And when we do see it, we love to. But this is what the fans have been asking for from Ronaldo Cephas. He gets another assist. So Jamaica 2. Goalkeeper didn't stand a chance on that occasion. So Casey Palmer in. Casey Palmer in for Jonathan Russell. Ronaldo Cephas retaining his place in the starting lineup. And right now showing fans why he deserved to be in there. So the first goal, offside, not offside, own goal. And the second one, good build-up play, good wing play from Ronaldo Cephas. Put it on a platter for Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, who gets yet another goal for the black, green, and gold of Jamaica. So the midfielders key to Jamaica's goals this evening. Now usually we say Jamaica doesn't have any midfielders, but this evening they're key to the goals. Casey Palmer, again, I don't know if he will get the assist on that first goal, but Bobby D. Cordova-Reid ensured that his goal was never in question and there wouldn't be any deliberation as to what should happen as he secured that one. Glorious opportunity there from Kaheem Dixon. A lot of energy. Again, Shamar Nicholson with a pile, as Jamaicans call it, and playing it in the path of Kaheem Dixon. Through on goal, gets a shot away, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. The fans in the National Stadium, they enjoyed that one. Corners have been dangerous all evening. That time, goalkeeper got a hand on it, and it's out to a throw-in to the Jamaican national team. Still 1-1 in Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao. 72 minutes gone over there, so just about 18 minutes left. $15 minutes to halftime in this Jamaica versus Bermuda at the National Stadium. Jamaica is currently leading by 2-0. Again, long ball over the top. Ronaldo Cephas putting on some pressure there. As Jamaica goes hunting for a third. Bermuda not laying a glove so far on this Jamaican team. But as I said at the top of the show, we shouldn't use this game as a marker of where the Jamaican national team is at, but they have to beat who's in front of them. Currently, Jamaica sits on 9 points. What that means is they're going back to the top of the table. Curacao, because they're drawing right now, they're in second place. Kaheem Dixon, again, overweight pass as he attempts to get Shamar Nicholson in there. Good partnership there, Kaheem Dixon and Shamar Nicholson. Off the pitch, they seem to be good friends. On the pitch, there's a good chemistry there between them. Shamar Nicholson knows just where Kaheem Dixon is at most of the time. And whenever Kaheem Dixon gets it, he's looking to find Shamar Nicholson as well. So that's good to see. So Bermuda already calling on the substitutes to start warming up as they need to take evasive action real quick. Good evening if you're just joining us. This is Halftime TV and we're bringing you coverage of Jamaica versus Bermuda from the Jamaica National Stadium. The score is Jamaica 2, Bermuda 0. Goals coming from Leverock, the Bermuda captain, so own goal there to get the scoring underway from a Casey Palmer free kick. The second goal coming from Bobby D. Cordova-Reid after brilliant wing play from Ronaldo Cephas. So Kaheem Dixon, again, he's everywhere in this first half, getting back to put in some defensive work. And again, Casey Palmer is fouled. Casey Palmer has been Jamaica's main man this first half, in my opinion. He's dribbling. He's controlling the tempo of the game. And he's making those darting, attacking runs when necessary. The pitch is in an awful condition, as you can see there. Chunks of grass coming up on the tackle. They take it short this time around. Patient play from the Jamaican team as they try to recycle it around the pitch once more. So back to the Jamaican defenders as they look to start their attack again from the back. Kaheem Dixon has been a real thorn in the feet of the Bermuda defenders, especially on this right-hand side. Another one. So it's it's good to see Shamar Nicholson back in the starting lineup. And what's also happening is Shamar Nicholson is again scoring against Bermuda. He jumps over, dances in celebration, celebratory mood for the fans at the National Stadium, as Jamaica is now leading by 3 goals to 0. Coach Steve McLaren now feeling like prime Pep Guardiola, but again it was good wing play from Ronaldo Cephas, and he gets his second assist of the night. This is what we've been calling for. This is what the fans have been begging for from Ronaldo Cephas. Take on your defenders, isolate those defenders, and get the crosses in the box. We didn't see too much of this in the previous game, whether or not it was down to the quality of the pitch. We don't know. But one fan predicted that this game would end 6 goals to 0. That scoreline is very much on the cards right now because it's 35 minutes in and Jamaica is leading by 3 goals to 0. Kaheem Dixon again getting his shot away. Goalkeeper saved it and it ricocheted off the crossbar. So Jamaica looking dangerous in this first half. Kaheem Dixon cutting the defender, doing what the center forwards are taught to do. Send it the opposite direction of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper saving there with his legs. Kaheem Dixon, his hand is on his head. He cannot believe that that didn't go in. But brilliant, brilliant attacking play there on that occasion from the Jamaican team. One-one with about 10 minutes to go in Curacao versus Trinidad and Tobago. If that result holds, Jamaica will retain or regain their place at the top of the table. Andre Blake hasn't broken a sweat this evening. Another substitution from the Trinidad and Tobago team on the 80th minute. The Bermuda team right now in Jamaica's game here seems shell-shocked. On that right-hand side, they don't have a clue what to do with Ronaldo Cephas. Shamar Nicholson stating a claim for himself as he continues to knock on the door of the coach to say, hey, I need to be starting. He gets the start this evening and he gets on the score sheet. So Bermuda, an attacking attempt. That one was skewed over the top of the goal. And it goes out for a corner, which they take short. Try getting across in the box, cleared by Ethan Pinnock it is. They try a low cross on the second attempt, which is cleared and is kicked into touch for a throw-in. So from a defensive standpoint, Jamaica hasn't really had much to do this evening. At the 38th minute mark, this is really the first wave of attack, of real attack that they're putting together. Blocked off, cross into the box, blocked off on that occasion by the Jamaican defenders. So far, Jamaica has scored 7 goals against this Bermuda team. 4 goals in Bermuda, 3 goals so far in Jamaica. It's getting ugly real quick for Team Bermuda. Better yet, it got ugly real quick because it was 3 goals in just about 10 minutes, I want to say. First goal coming in the 24th minute. Third goal coming in the 35th minute. So Levrock, the captain, scored the own goal in the 24th minute. Second goal from Bobby D. Cordova-Reid in the 26th minute. And Shamar Nichols in the 35th to make it 3. But the Jamaican team, they're all over this Bermuda team like a swarm of bees in the first half. I know they'll be thinking, hey, we sure hope we'd be playing this Bermuda team every week. But yeah, hard to find any flaws in the Jamaican team so far in this first half. And as we approach the halftime mark, I think Coach Steve McLaren will be saying, keep it going, keep it going. We want much of the same come the second half. And again, with Jamaica to put on some fresh legs in the second half, the likes of Dujon Richards to come on, along with Bailey Kadimatri, who we expect to see at some point during this game, then I think they'll be under even more pressure as this game goes on. But in case you're just joining us, Coach Steve McLaren made about 5 changes to his starting lineup. And so far, his decision seems to have been vindicated. No Damian Lowe. No Damian Lowe in the in the starting lineup. Ian Frey sits out this one. Jonathan Russell and Bailey Kadimatri, they also miss out. So did Tyrese Campbell and Greg Lay, all missing out as the coach continues to make some tweaks or try and find his best 11. Shamar Nicholson, good one-time play there, intercepted though by the Bermuda defenders. And now they try to get the team forward to advance. But Andre Blake, nothing to do all evening. He could read a newspaper. Hasn't had a save to make. Shot coming in, but straight down the throat a little bit earlier in the game. But since then, I don't remember him having to make a save. And I presume the kit man will be very pleased with Andre Blake's workload this evening. Well, at least so far. But yeah, almost 500 of you on the live stream, folks. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. This is Jamaica versus Bermuda. 44 minutes gone in this one. Jamaica leads 3-0. Goals coming from Levrock, own goal, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, and Shamar Nichols, and a pair of assists on the evening from Ronaldo Cephas. Again, Jamaica on the attack as they look to make it 4 before halftime. Patient build-up play from Jamaica. 1-2 attempted there. Bobby D. Cordova, Reed, and Shamar Nicholson as the third official holds up the board to indicate that there'll be 3 minutes stoppage time at the end of the half. But in the meantime, it's a throw-in to Jamaica. Throw-in to Team Jamaica. 3 goals to 0. Ethan Pinnock, as we so often see with his club team, getting on the end of that corner, getting his head on there first, plays it back on the inside. Casey Palmer tries the 1-2. Ethan Pinnock sends it to the far post where Bobby Reed was there waiting, and it's another corner to the Jamaican team. Javar, Javar, the midfield looks so good because they're not up against anybody. So I think that's a problem that we've been having. A lot of the times we see Team Jamaica play well against inferior opposition, far inferior opposition, and then again our expectations go up, and then when it's back to the normal proceeding, when we see them against even the slightest competent opponent, we're like, okay, what's happening here? Roy Fredericks, big up yourself, Roy. Big up yourself. So, acrobatic attempt there from Shamar Nicholson, but it goes over the top of the goal, and it's a goal kick to Bermuda. 1-1 on the 90th minute for Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao. So this one looks like it's going to end in a draw again. Remember, the first leg of that one ended 0-0. First leg ended 0-0. This is the second leg. Nothing between the two. And all of a sudden, Trinidad and Tobago, they seem to be finding their feet. But some good combination plays happening from Team Jamaica here. Some good combination play from Team Jamaica. Casey Palmer and Bobby D. Cordova Reed. Some good triangles. Ronaldo Cephas giving the defenders problem on that left-hand side. Kaim Dixon looking bright on the right. Has already forced a couple of saves from the goalkeeper. And in the final play of this half, Isaac Hayden shins it against the defender, and the ball bounces harmlessly to the goalkeeper. So Leverock having a few choice words with his defenders as Shamar Nicholson and Kaheem Dixon, they exchange what I'd like to think are more of what we call pleasantries. So at halftime, Jamaica 3, Bermuda 0. Possession 71% to Jamaica, 28% or 28.2% to Bermuda. 13 shots for Jamaica, 2 shots for Bermuda, 7 shots on target for Jamaica, and a single shot on target for Bermuda. As far as corners go, 4-1. As we look to get the final So 3 minutes stoppage time in Trinidad and Tobago versus Curacao as we hop over there to see the final part of this match. Bakuna there fouls the Trinidad and Tobago player as Trinidad and Tobago, they look to have the final say in this one. It's 92.4, so 92 minutes and 45 seconds. Trinidad and Tobago have a free kick. Poor free kick, I must say, but still they make the best of it. Is it a penalty? Referee waves it away. Referee waves it away. A lot of holding there. Lot of holding there as the linesman holds on to the ball, and after a brief check by VAR, it is a throw-in to Team Trinidad and Tobago. They look to take it long, launch it into the box. Oof! And the whistle goes. The whistle goes, and what that means is Curacao has another opportunity to launch it long. Joe, big up yourself. Let's see what the whistle went for. Don't know. And the full-time whistle has gone. It is Trinidad and Tobago 1. Dick Advocat and Dwight York, they both shake hands, smiles all around as Curacao are ruining at a missed opportunity. Team Trinidad, they're happy to have come back in this one. But yeah, good news for Team Jamaica because they're going back to the top of the table. Jamaica going back to the top of the table. And the pendulum has once more swung into Jamaica's favor. What that means is in the next international break, Jamaica will have Trinidad and Tobago to play away and Curacao to play at the National Stadium. 2 games for Jamaica that would be must-win games, but also 2 games for the other 2 teams who will be looking to win those games as well. Crazy. So this group is coming down perfectly. This group coming down perfectly. But Trinidad and Tobago, their results so far, they've drawn 2, they've won 1, and they've lost 1. That loss coming against Jamaica. Curacao, they've won 2 and they've drawn 2. So they drew twice against Trinidad and Tobago. They won against Bermuda and they won against Jamaica. Jamaica, they've won 2. They've lost 1 and they're on their way to winning a 3rd right now. So they'll be on 9 points, but blowing down their neck will be Curacao, will be looking to get on top of this group ahead of Jamaica. And Curaçao's next 2 games will be against Jamaica at the National Stadium and against Bermuda. So this one is going down to the wire. Trinidad and Tobago, they have Jamaica to play in Trinidad. Trinidad and Tobago, they have Jamaica to play in Trinidad, and they also have Bermuda to play. So, Trinidad and Tobago maximum points that Trinidad and Tobago can get to is 11. Maximum points that Trinidad and Tobago can get to is 11. Curacao, they're currently on 8. They can still get to 14. Jamaica on 9. They can get to 15. So if Jamaica wins their remaining games, then they're through. But also, if Curacao wins their remaining games, they're through. Wow. This group is building up to be quite exciting. So Gore scoring the exact same goal that he scored against Jamaica, against Trinidad and Tobago here. The exact same goal. Comencia getting a good opportunity there to make it 2. Just wasn't to be. But Curacao, they're still very much in the mix. Still very much in the mix, and still they're hoping that they will be able to give the Jamaican team something to think about come the next international window. Yep, if Jamaica draws against Curacao and wins, well, they draw against Curacao and win against Trinidad in Trinidad, then they're through. But they'll want to win. Because if Jamaica draws against Trinidad and loses against Jamaica draws against Trinidad, draws against Curacao, sorry, and loses against Trinidad, and Curacao wins their final game, or Curacao wins their game against Bermuda, then Jamaica is in problem. But Trinidad and Tobago, they'll still be hoping, or they still have hopes of making it in. So they'll be looking to win their remaining games. And if they win their remaining games, then again, as I said, there are some problems there. So this group is still very much wide open. The only difference tonight is Jamaica now has their destiny in their hands. The best possible result happened tonight where Curacao and Trinidad and Tobago drew. So had Curacao won this game, then Jamaica would have been sweating. Had Curacao won this game, Jamaica would have been more worried. Because Curacao, if they won this game, they could come to Jamaica and say, hey, we can get a draw. And then, sports fanatic. Well, Well, there were some folks who said that, say if we couldn't beat Curacao, we shouldn't be at the World Cup. So again, this is World Cup qualifiers, and it's who want it most. World Cup qualifiers. This is who want it most. Hopefully, in the next window, we'll see Leon Bailey as well. Back in the setup. So in case you're just joining us, it's halftime. Jamaica versus Bermuda. Goals coming in the 24th, 26th, and 35th minute. Good. Goals coming in the 24th, 26th, and 35th minute, courtesy of a Leverock own goal, followed by Bobby D. Cordova Reed, latching on to a cross from Ronaldo Cephas. And on the 35th minute, Chamar Nicholson made it 3. Again, latching on to a cross from Ronaldo Cephas. Sports fanatic. Sports fanatic. Sports fanatic. You're not easier. But you're right. You're right. You're right. We'll blame it on homegrown homegrown or home court advantage. As Jamaica failed to beat Curacao down there in Curacao. So yeah, we blame it on them being home. What that means is that Jamaica being home in the next leg, we will expect them to beat Curacao at the National Stadium. So Shamar Nicholson, he's celebrating. He's celebrated, but some will say it's only Bermuda. It's not that serious. But the goal is the goal, and this is World Cup qualifiers. And this is one of the reasons why I think, and I continue to advocate for Shamar Nicholson being included in the national team. He scores, right? He scores. And regardless of the forwards that we're bringing in and what they offer and what they bring to the table, if they're not bringing goals, you don't make a case. Don't make a case. Like if they're not bringing goals, don't make a case because that's the most important thing, the goals. That's the most important thing, the goals. As we prepare ourselves for the second half of this game, it's 3 for Jamaica, 0 for Bermuda, as Jamaica gets play underway in the second half of Jamaica versus Bermuda World Cup qualifiers 2025. 6 changes from the game against Curacao, and 6 changes from the game against Curacao. And so far, the coach looks like a genius because all his changes have been working out. They've been doing a job for him. Kaim Dixon, Shamar Nicholson, the chemistry that we haven't seen so strong in recent years. But Isaac Hayden hasn't had anything to do this evening from a defensive midfielder standpoint. quietly going about his business, which is always good. That means the opposition team, they haven't been putting too much pressure on him. He's keeping it simple, control pass. But Casey Palmer, so far, I think, is one of Jamaica's best players. Casey Palmer, Kaheem Dixon, and Ronaldo Cephas have been Jamaica's best players. And Ronaldo Cephas, I include him because he was one who created both goals. Outside of the creation of the goals, there were a couple instances where he isolated the defenders, gave them a lot of trouble. But good run from Kaheem Dixon again, causing a lot of problem down that right-hand side. And that's what we love to see. We love to see the attackers take on those defenders, give them some work to do, because that's what they're there for. Looking at this one, good attempt there from Casey Palmer again. He's been everywhere, live wire in this Jamaican team. He's playing it short, he's taking it back, bouncing around the pitch, so full of energy. But brilliant attempt from Casey Palmer. Again, going back to it, bringing it inside, and then sending it in the other direction. On that occasion, his cross into the box is deflected. And the goalkeeper picks it up. But big shout out to everyone in the comments section. This is Halftime TV, and if you haven't yet voted, go ahead and vote right now. The question this evening, will Jamaica make it to World Cup 2026? We so far have 1,056 votes in, and 90% of those who voted are saying yes. We have 10% who have that little bit of doubt, thinking, I don't think so. Over in the chat, we have just over 19,000 views on this video so far. Keep on smashing the like button, keep on sharing. Just under 100 likes, people. So keep that energy going. One Toxic saying one Jamaica. Let's go over to Twitter to see what the fans are saying over there, as we like to keep it fully inclusive of everybody. Those who are joining us online as well. Ronaldo Cephas darting attempt there, gets it inside, but Shamar Nicholson, his touch sends it too wide for Kaheem Dixon. Does a few step overs for the fans. Keep them entertained. You know how that goes. So Greg Lay, having had a few tries, Casey Palmer looks like he wants a goal this evening, you know. Casey Palmer looks like he wants a goal this evening. He's playing brilliantly. And I've said it before, he's been Jamaica's best player on the evening. Very dangerous, but also offering that little bit of creativity as well. All right, so over on Twitter, what are the fans saying? We have this fan here, Map Jr. saying, oi, Every reggae boys need to make up and buy every Trinidad player a crate of something strong, preferably punching. Reggae boys leading 3-love. Mad. Yeah. Fans are happy with it, to say the least. Reggae boys are going, man. Don't take your feet off the gas. I need 3 more goals second half, Reggae boys. Reggae boys are going good. This person saying I need a Reggae boy jersey for your morning. All right. Yes, Reggae boys, we got this. Reggae boys wait till me no go one match. Yeah, go on, good. Don't know if I can take the Reggae boys serious more while. Right now I'm low on expectations. All right. Where was this kind of mentality from the Reggae boys the last game? Bobby D. Cordova Reed, for those who didn't see it, attempting an acrobatic kick just now, straight to the goalkeeper. And all of a sudden, the Wagonists are out as well. Let's go, Reggae boys. But yeah, that's what Twitter is saying. Folks, keep on sending those tweets in. Keep on sending those tweets in. Remember, hashtag Reggae Boys, hashtag Halftime TV. Don't worry, we'll find them. We'll read those tweets out as well, live on the set. Kaim Dixon, he wants a goal this evening. But it's taking it back to that Bobby D. Cordova Reed attempt. Shamar Nicholson, he was all over that build-up. Kaim Dixon, he wants a goal, and I'd be happy if he gets it. His efforts this evening definitely deserve it. As Bermuda look to put some pressure under the Jamaican defenders here. Bermuda pressuring the Jamaican defenders. We don't say that too often. But I think from a football purist standpoint, you want to see a little bit of a reaction. I know because it's your team, probably not. But as I said, from a football purist, you'd want to see a little bit of a reaction. That way, if it's even but yeah, corner for Team Bermuda. Good attempt. Good attempt. Jamaica have a good chance to win at home. Yep. So breaking play just now as Bermuda players down nursing an injury. 55 minutes in, halftime TV viewers and subscribers. 55 minutes in. Jamaica is leading by 3-0. Goals coming from Shamar Nicholson, Bobby D. Cordova-Reed, and Levrock. And in case you're interested in English Premier League action as well, folks, we will be here bright and early. We will be here bright and early Saturday morning to cover English Premier League. Chelsea. Is it Nottingham Forest? Yeah? All right, we'll be here. Don't worry. So turn the notification on. English League ball game Saturday morning as Kaheem Dixon goes down the channel, tries getting the ball across for Shamar Nicholson. Brilliant play from Ronaldo Cephas. Ooh! And he skies it. So Ronaldo Cephas being brilliant is what hurts the head of Reggae Boys fans. So plays like that from Ronaldo Cephas, chasing across to recover the ball, taking on 3 defenders, cutting on the inside, getting his shot away. That's the Ronaldo Cephas that fans have been calling for. Fans have been begging for. The Unity Cup Ronaldo Cephas, yeah. Him same one. Yeah, Jay Mattis, we here Saturday morning. Yeah, we here Saturday morning. Chelsea FC Brighton early. So stay tuned for that. Three goals to nil in favor of Jamaica at just about 59-minute mark. Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We have Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest, and we'll be bringing that one to you right here from Halftime TV. Right here from Halftime TV, people. Sunday morning, 11:30. We're doing Manchester United versus Liverpool. Yeah, we'll start that one at about, I want to say 11. Yeah, 11. So Sunday morning, 11:30. We'll start at 11. We're doing Manchester United versus Liverpool. On Saturday, we're doing Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. So stay tuned for that. English Premier League action right here at Halftime TV, folks. Casey Palmer, the Energizer Bunny, in the Jamaican midfield this evening. Ronaldo Cephas' decision making has been crisp. We don't say that very often. And again, ball is with the Bermuda team. Respect first responder. Respect. Appreciate it. So just to provide some quick statistics on what's happening in the game in case you're just joining us. Expected goal 2.4 for Jamaica, 0.3 for Bermuda, 72% ball possession at the 60th minute mark, 28% from Bermuda, 18 shots for Jamaica, 4 for Bermuda, 9 shots on target. So the Bermuda goalkeeper has been super busy this evening, only 1 shot on target for Bermuda. Big chances created, 3 from Jamaica, 0 from Bermuda, as Dujon, Whisper Richards, and Jonathan Russell look to make their way on the pitch right now. Expect a huge ovation from the fans. Isaac Hayden is down. What appears to be an injury. Reggae Boys fans sweating again. Only one yellow card in this game so far. Passing has been crisp as well, with 89% pass completion from the Jamaican national team. Dujon Richards is wearing a different number this evening. A couple of days ago, he was wearing number 8. This evening, he's wearing number 19, and he replaces Kaheem Dixon, who receives a huge round of applause from the Jamaican fans in the National Stadium. Brilliant showing from Kaheem Dixon. We would have loved if he got the goal. That wasn't to be. But as far as work rate goes, I think only the man coming off with him can compare, and that's Casey Palmer. Dujon Richards walks onto the pitch. He'll get 30 minutes to show the fans what they've been missing over the past 12 months or so. But yeah, only one yellow card in this game. The Jamaican passing has been good. 376 passes attempted. 333 of those have been completed. From Bermuda's perspective, 153 passes attempted, 115 completed. What that means is they have a passing accuracy of 75%, and they're on the attack. Brilliant save there from Ethan Pinnock as Whisper, with his first contribution, is a ball through to Shamar Nicholson. He takes it back, plays a 1-2 with Jonathan Russell. Looks to take on his man, but instead plays it on the inside. And makes his way into the box. Patient build-up play from the Jamaican team here. Ronaldo Cephas again, causing a lot of problems on the left-hand side. He wants to get on the score sheet. He's taking on the defenders. He's looking to create chances for the strikers, something we haven't seen as much in the recent games. But yeah, brilliant stuff from Ronaldo Cephas on that left-hand side. I think Jamaica has had some really good wing play this evening, coming from Kaheem Dixon and Ronaldo Cephas. Based on the opportunities that they've created, I think we should be about 6 or 5 up in this game, if I'm to be honest with you. Because although 2 of the goals came from Ronaldo Cephas' brilliant play, so Dujon Richards cuts on the inside, gets his shot away. It soars over the top of the goal. But yeah, Bermuda is looking to make some substitutions now as well. They just witnessed Jamaica make a pair of substitutes. Now they're bringing in Denish Hill. who's the number 14 for LeJean Simmons, the number 7. And Roger Lee comes out and on day Todd replaces him. So 24 minutes to go in this one. Bobby D. Cordova-Reed takes the team forward, but not for long, as it's intercepted and played into touch for a Bermuda throw-in. 3-0 in favor of Jamaica at the 67th minute mark, and I think 3-0 is really flattering Bermuda in this game. 3-0, flattering Bermuda in this game. Jamaica, as things stand, they're on top of the table, as the earlier game between Trinidad and Tobago and Curacao ended in a 1-1 draw. Goals coming from Sealy and Gore. And in this one, Jamaica's goals coming from Leverock, who scored the first goal, an own goal, from a Casey Palmer free kick. Again, still not sure if that assist will be given to Casey Palmer. Brilliant cross into the box. Exceptional header from Leverock. The only downside to that is it was into his own goal. Then, in quick succession, Bobby D. Cordova-Reed latched on to Cephas's cross to make it 2. And then about 9 minutes later, it was Cephas again causing problem on that left-hand side of the pitch, getting his cross into the box. And this time, it was Shamar Nicholson on the end of it to steer it goalwards and ensure that Jamaica went into the halftime break with a 3-0 lead. So the tempo of the game has just died down a little bit since Casey Palmer exited the pitch, especially from a midfield perspective. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more pedestrian, as Ronaldo Cephas got his shot away on that occasion. But a lot of passing happening. Whisper there, over dribbled. The goalkeeper came out quick off his line to clear it. Ronaldo Cephas, he should be scoring that if we're to be frank. It was put on a platter for him. But yeah, big shout out to everyone who's tuned in. It's Halftime TV. We're here on a Tuesday, and look out for our reaction video to this game as well as our player ratings. Those will be coming tomorrow, so look out for those. Reaction, player rating coming tomorrow morning, bright and early, as we will break down this Jamaica showing against Bermuda. Ronaldo Cephas at 70 minutes or 72 minutes still has a lot of energy, still has a lot of running in those legs. As Shamar Nicholson got his head on that one, he would have been better served leaving it, but not knowing who's at the back post. Good choice from him. So changes coming in now. Ronaldo Cephas, that's the end of his evening. One of the better games he's had in recent months. We have Tyrese Campbell and Karai Anderson coming on for Bobby D. Cordova-Reed and Ronaldo Cephas. He got on the score sheet, got a few shots in as well. One very acrobatic attempt. Another one across coming from Ronaldo Cephas. That one got him on the score sheet. It smiles all around. Still no Damian Lowe. Still no Damian Lowe. Only one change left. Will we be seeing an attacking change or will it be a defensive change? Some will even argue that this game has already been won. But yeah, throw in for Jamaica in their own half. Throw in for Jamaica in their own half. Shamar Nicholson, he's had a good game. He's gotten a goal as well. And I think he's made a good claim, or he's staked a good claim for himself to be in the starting lineup for this team. So we have another break in play as the Bermuda number 17, the defender. The Bermuda number 17 player, which is Twite. He goes down with an apparent injury. So Twite, the Bermuda defender, number 17, he goes down with an injury, and that means it's a break in play right now. The medic signaled to the bench that he can play no further part in this game. But yeah, it's been a brilliant game from a Jamaican perspective so far. From a neutral's perspective, it's been very one-sided. And from Bermuda's perspective, it's been horrendous. So Jamaica currently going atop of the standings as things stand at 75 minutes in this one. They've successfully scored 7 unanswered goals across 2 legs against Bermuda. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. And Dujon Whisper Richards Dujon Whisper Richards, he gets on the score sheet, and that is goal number 4 as Olivia Babsy Grange and Horace Strang, they get to their feet to celebrate as Whisper gets his second goal for Jamaica. Brilliant individual goal too from Whisper. Takes on his defender, got it on the right boot. And tucked it away. Far corner. You know what they say? 4-4 a kick like Whisper. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So Dujon Whisper Richards, 60th minute substitute, came onto the pitch and he scores his second goal in Jamaican colors. And this is what the fans have been missing. So for those fans who have been complaining and saying that Whisper hasn't been playing a lot of football and he should not have been called up to the team because there are other players like Jamal Lowe and others, I hope you see what the coach sees and the reason why the coach selected, or the reason why the coach sent for Whisper. And I can tell you from now, Craig Butler will be extremely vocal this evening and tomorrow on all the social media spaces. So Jamaica 4, Bermuda 0. 79 minutes gone in this one. Jamaica back to the top of the group. Back to the top of the group, Jamaica. Shamar Nicholson looking to put some pressure on there. So we won't be seeing Damian Lowe this evening. We also won't be seeing Bailey Kadimatri as coach Steve McLaren makes his final substitute and he replaces Dexter Lembikisa with Ian Frey. So we're 27 subscribers away from from 33,900. Keep on subscribing, folks. 10 minutes to go in this one. Bermuda is a high school team. Xavier Thomas, big up yourself as well, Xavier. Yeah, man, big up everybody who's in the comment section. All 500 of you folks, big up on yourself. Thank you for spending the evening with us. And look out for our reaction video. Jamaica versus Bermuda. I don't think there's anyone in the chat or in the stands at the National Stadium that's surprised by this showing from the Jamaican national team. Ray J Music, big up yourself, bossy. There were some folks who were saying 6, there were some saying 5. I think Demo Dre at the beginning of the show said he anticipated a 4-0 victory. Some fans already leaving the stadium. Yeah, making their way to the exit. The game is done already, really. So again, if you're just joining us, quick update on what's been happening in this game, Jamaica versus Bermuda. So, 4 unanswered goals, as was the case in the reverse fixture. Dujon Richards scoring in the 77th minute. Before that, we had 3 first half goals, courtesy of Shamar Nicholson in the 35th, Bobby D. Cordova Reed in the 26th, and an own goal from Leverock in the 24th. From a statistics standpoint, it's been all Jamaica, 73% to 27%. Total shots, 25 for Jamaica, only 4 shots for Bermuda, so they've been battered really. 12 shots on target for Jamaica, only 1 shot on target for Bermuda. Corners, 9 for Jamaica, 2 for Bermuda. As Whisper giving the fans there something to cheer about with about a half dozen step overs. Defender clueless, not knowing what to do. Ethan Pinnock, for the up team time this evening, makes his way across to clean up. Playing in that traditional last man role. Sweeper, yeah. Big man pop, big up yourself, bossy. They are going easy though. Yeah, man, they are going easy. But 84, 85 minutes into this game, it's Jamaica 4, Bermuda nil. Whisper has been lighting up the field since his introduction in the 60th. He's gotten a goal. He's giving the fans something to cheer about as well. Jamaica all the way, Clifton. Big up Clifton. So since Ronaldo Cephas exited the pitch, that right hand side has caused a lot of problems for Bermuda. Whisper has been everywhere really. He's playing the one-touch play. He's setting it up. He's part of everything that Jamaica is doing. And he looks super sharp. He looks way sharper in this game than he did against Curacao. And the fans are loving it. So only 5 minutes to go. Yeah. Bermuda, they tried to mount an attack. Haven't done so all evening. They've been strangers to the Jamaican attacking third, really. Missing in action from an attacking perspective. Goalkeeper And I haven't checked the ratings as yet, but I can tell you straight off the bat, he's been probably their highest ranked player. He's had a lot to do, super busy, in contrast to his Jamaican counterpart, Andre Blake, who, as I said in the first half, will be the kitman's favorite player this evening because, quite frankly, those gears don't even have to be washed. So again, Lujan Richards getting the fans on their feet, and Hill out of Bermuda getting a yellow card as a result. Little bit of a shimmy going this way. No, not that way. Over here. Pulled back by the defender. "30 minutes of pure excitement from Lujan Richards. The Jamaican fans can't get enough of it. Since his introduction to the pitch, it's been all whisper. And not to be using an oxymoron, but whisper has the stands loud. Loud whisper in the National Stadium this evening. So in 30 minutes, we can say Whisper is definitely in contention for player of the match. Casey Palmer was bright. Kaheem Dixon was bright. Yeah. Ronaldo Cephas got a pair of assists. But skill, speed, Whisper. Every time he gets it, the fans are on their feet. And this is the kind of stage that he loves. We anticipated that he would be getting some minutes here at the National Stadium. And so said, so done. It's also good to see Tyrese Campbell in his more comfortable position on that left-hand side. The last couple of games, he's been playing on the right. So Whisper dribbling about 4 players before tucking it away with his weaker right boot. He's on the ball again. Tries to get a cross in this time around. So scoring off his weaker foot. You know, coaches these days, they like to play those inverted wingers where they play on the opposite side and cut into the path of their stronger boot. So as a result, a left footer would play on the right, as we're seeing now with Whisper, and a right footer would play on the left. That means when they go down the flank, when they cut inside, they can kick from that right boot. But on that occasion, there wasn't an opportunity for Whisper to put it on the left boot because of the attention that he was getting from the defender. And as a result, he had to kick it with his right. And it was enough to earn him a goal. So 4 minutes stoppage time as the fans are now evacuating the National Stadium. You know how traffic goes. They want to get out. They want to get ahead of this traffic. It's done and dusted, all in an evening's work. Jamaica 4, Bermuda 0. Andre Blake had to jinx it. Jersey is still clean, but shot coming in there, collected and went to the ground. But yeah, Jamaican players now knocking it around. They know that it's job done. Bermuda, they've given up. Nothing to be gained from this game. Back with Whisper again. They don't know what he's going to do. Will they go for a 5? Will they go for a 5th goal? Let's see. But right now, it's patient play as Whisper launches one from about 27, 25 yards thereabout. It's blocked by the defender. As we saw his intention there to get another goal. Ball again back with him. He's had so many touches since he got on the pitch. Keeping it simple on this occasion. Another attempt at a pass from Whisper. And it's over. It's over. Jamaica finishes this one with a 4-0 victory over Bermuda, a game again that most of us expected Jamaica to win. Well, all of us really expected Jamaica to win, and they did just that. So in the end, it's a total of 8 goals scored against Bermuda, 0 goals conceded, as Jamaica move back to the top of the table, and they're again leaders of their group in this, the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Goals coming from Levrock in the 24th minute. 26th minute, we saw Bobby D. Cordova-Reid steer home a Ronaldo Cephas cross. In the 35th minute, another Ronaldo Cephas cross, but this time it was steered home by Shamar Nicholson. And then in the 77th minute, Lujan Richards, he came on, he beat 4 persons or 4 players, and he rifled it home far corner to ensure that there was icing on the cake. So Jamaica finishes the international break on a high with a 4-0 drubbing over Bermuda. From a statistics perspective, 75% ball possession from Jamaica, expected goal 3.06, total shots 28 to 5, big chances created 3 for Jamaica, and in the end, that was enough to ensure that Jamaica were champions on the night. So Thank you so very much for joining us, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, as we close the curtains on yet another watch along. We appreciate the company, we appreciate the continued support, and we appreciate each and every one of you for keeping the vibes going in the comment section. Big shout out to the sponsors as well, Quicklink Shipping. Anything you need shipped in the island, they have you covered. Telephone number 876-454-1979. You can check them out on Instagram and on Facebook. All right, Halftime TV here saying until next time, peace out.